coming up over the hill. They'll be here in the next 15 minutes. Here with Rory Gibbons and Derek Davison.
That's me. Hiya.
Hello lads. We have people tuned in from Delaware, from all over Ireland. And it's a gorgeous day up here. A bit windy at the top, but perfect conditions for running. See the view looking out north to the Cage of Fields, North Mayo. There's our racetrack, and you can just see the first competitor coming over the full summit. Looking out across to Killarney, down in Ballina, out to Innistrone, Donegal in the distance, and Sligo. Across Lochcan, the village of Lahardon just behind the mountain. There's the actual point of the top of Nephin, geographical top of Nephin Mountain, second highest point in Connacht. Record in a time of 1 hour 24 minutes. Confirmation from Derek that it's David Sands. And he's just gone in behind. Other runner visible just yet, but we hear that they've come through the forest, across the bog, and they're starting their climb. First runner coming across the top of Nephin. I think it is David, alright. Champion from last year. Can't see his number. Looking very fresh for a man who's just run 5 kilometres in Nephin. You're on Lahardon Live. Congratulations, that's a tough half.
88.40, that was some kind of record.
It sure is, keep it going. Just as he crosses the top point. There we go, touch the top. Woohoo! There's our front runner in the race so far, first half done. Good luck. And there he goes on his descent down the south side of Nephin, and he has another 5 kilometres back to the village. No bother to him. of at least 6 runners there, I think, maybe 8 coming up. Past where Michael is, if you can see him in the Vizzy yellow jacket. So here's the next group of runners coming up over the hill. 4 of them there in pretty quick succession. There's going to be a battle on for second place here. 4 of those are within touching distance of each other, and we've actually a 5th just coming into view. About to see number 2 in the up and over race coming across just the top of Nephin, the halfway point. And we'll see who we have There we go. Our second competitor in the 2018 Up and Over Challenge. Number 311. Couldn't miss him in the orange vest. Let's hope that's not a bandage. Come on yourself. You're flying it. Well done, keep it going. We'll follow him as he heads up to the summit. Just crossing over the halfway point. Better number 336. You're on Lardon Live, being broadcast to at least 6 countries that we know of. Come on yourself. And we have 2 together here. Any inside information?
Frank Reef on the left there.
Frank Reef on the left. Well done, lads. That's the hard part. How'd you find the climb?
Yeah, thanks.
Frank looks fairly fresh there now as he heads over the summit. Well done, that's the hard part. The next half will be no problem. And here we have first female competitor, 354. Well done. She heads up to the summit. I'd say just about an hour, 4 to 5 kilometers, and summit the second highest mountain in Connacht, so that's not bad going at all from any of the 5 lads and our first female. And we have some more just streaming over the summit. Come on yourself. Say hello to the people.
Touch the top.
Yeah, touch the top, yeah. How'd you find it?
Good, thanks.
Come on, keep her going.
Well done.
Good steady stream coming up the mountain. This is the views that they can see as they climb up if they're stopping to look. And across North Mayo. Across Lochcan, Lardon. Beautiful day. A little bit windy at the top, but perfect conditions for running. A little bit of sunshine.
Well done.
Well done, good man yourself.
I've been walking it. Well done.
How are you finding it so far? We'll take that, it's good. hard part. That's the hard part. The second half is easier. Well done. Some great running. Half over the top. Come on yourself, that's great running. Now just coming into view up the ridge. That's the north ridge of Nephin. They'll have run up through the forests, across the bog, and up the north ridge they'll cross over and back down the Buffina direction. You can see it's clearing a little bit here. The fog is all more or less gone. A little bit of cloud. As you can see, to the northwest gets a lot boggier. Some gorgeous views, but not sure if these guys have stopped to take in the view or if they've been running. It's pretty good timing. They've run 5 kilometers from the village and climbed the second highest point in Connacht. So come on yourself, you're nearly there. Keep it going. Well done, fair play. I'd clap, but I don't have a hand free. Here's our second female competitor now. Hot on his heels. Great stuff, good running. Some great mountain running. It's quite steep, that ridge. This is probably the steepest part of the climb just before here. Well done. That's the hardest part over with. How are you finding it?
Tough. How's it going down like?
Going down's easy. You'll have no bother. It's a walk in the park compared to what you just did. Here's our third female competitor. Hey! Well done. Finding it so far? Going well? Great stuff. Well done. You're nearly at the top. How do you find it so far?
That's as tough as we ever did.
That's tough going, all right. Well done. Well done, that's great climbing. Well done, that's the hard part. Over and done with. Well done, good man yourself.
Huh?
Good man yourself, that's some good running and climbing. Flying it. Well done, lads. You're going great. We're broadcasting on Lahardon Live here.
This better be the top.
More or less, more or less. That thing right at the top there is. It gets easy from here on. Down the south side and another 5 kilometers back to the village. Well done. That's great running. Well done, good man yourself. How are you finding it so far? It's tough, alright. Fair play to these guys. This year again in the second year of the Up and Over Challenge. It's almost twice as many as last year, I think, so we'll have a steady stream coming for a while yet. There's a little bit of a gap after here. Well done, good man yourself. You're flying it. How are you finding it so far?
Great fun.
That's the job. Well done. We're heading back up to the top. Competitors see as they cross the top of the mountain. There's actually quite a lot of room on top here. It's nice and flat. Pretty rocky, so you want to watch your steps. But as they come across, they head down over the south side mountain. Off they go and disappear again. And here's back. How are you doing? Broadcasting on Ladder Done Live here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, did you come up the south side?
I came up from there though.
Yeah.
So we went down somewhere.
Yeah.
It's fabulous though, that's a great beach day. You can see right out to the road.
Certainly can.
To get to them. Whereas with this, you're right at the base, really.
Like I said, a few weeks ago, help out on the rescue.
Oh, right.
They didn't know which to come in. Base checking to see if there's any park or anything.
Yeah.
So I set out at 5 the next morning because I had 2 walkers right here. Couldn't sleep that night.
Yeah.
So I came up for actually day. Catch up with you one day.
That's the summit there. The views out across Loch Can.
I lost a herd of sheep. Yeah, I see a herd of sheep.
How's it going? No, you're on Ladder Done Live. Well done. How'd you find the run?
Brutal. So tough. Way worse than I imagined. Next time I'll be prepared.
Yeah,
This nice
you've
guy's
done
gonna-
5 kilometres and summited one of Ireland's highest standalone mountains. So you shouldn't underestimate what you've just been through.
I appreciate it.
Well done.
I think it's going to get easier from now on. This kind
Yeah,
of
you've a nice soft descent down the south side
Sharing
and
this
run
Yorkie
back to
bar
the
with
village. Fantastic.
This will help me get home.
Some calories and some sugar into you. Come on yourself. Great running. Well done. You're at the top.